Hi, welcome to the first video of this series of videos on surviving IIM Ahmedabad. This first video is about the initiative's background, where I talk about why I came to make all of these videos and why I feel they are pertinent for anyone who's essentially joining IIM Ahmedabad in general or any B school in particular. So, before I start, I just want to tell you how essentially jealous I am of everyone who's starting their journey all over again, because this sense of excitement and curiosity that comes while joining a B school journey, it's hard to replicate at this point of time when you are at a different phase and you've covered that journey. And I believe that for everyone who's watching this video, who's embarking on a B school journey, there will be multiple challenges. But if they can actually keep this excitement and curiosity alive within them throughout their 2 years, then I think they will have an absolute blast. So these videos are essentially, all the videos that will follow are basically culmination of my experiences over the 2 years in Ahmedabad. And I believe that if someone follows them, it will not just lead to survival and surviving IIM Ahmedabad, surviving the first year of IIM Ahmedabad. One will often hear this word in context of living through the life at IIM Ahmedabad. But I think one can actually move from a mode of survival to thriving essentially in that place. And I would just say that these are the pieces of advice which I would have given to myself if I was to redo my journey all over again. So I hope they help you. A little bit about me. I am from the IIM Ahmedabad class of 2020. And there I was lucky to be the institute rank one, which is the gold medalist. And while on campus, I dabbled with the whole theme of consulting through being the coordinator of the consult club, and also through my internship, which was at Bain and Company, where I got a PPO. And as of the date of upload of this video, which is June 2020, I'll be an incoming junior associate at McKinsey and Company. But my love for case studies has been one which has been going on for quite a long time now. I've had multiple case study workshops at different campuses over the country, and I've guided hundreds of students on cracking consulting interviews. And actually, one can check out the other videos on this channel for getting more information on case prep. This channel was actually made for case prep initially. So do check that out, and hopefully that can help you on that front of your life also. Earlier, I've done the Young India Fellowship where I was part of the class of 2015. And before that, I'm a civil engineer from IIT Delhi class of 2014. At IIT Delhi, I was a institute rank 2 and departmental rank 1. So you're straightforward Maggo, as some people might relate with that term. So yeah, that's about me. That's where I'm coming from. And as for these videos, I would just want to give like 3 broad disclaimers. The first is that not everything here that I'll talk about in the rest of the videos is for everyone. Some of the content definitely is going to be obvious for some people, and for some people, some of the content will be difficult to relate to or follow, and that's completely fine. I don't mean to say that everything will resonate with everyone, but perhaps few things will resonate with you. So my advice would be to actually watch all the videos, maybe leave out 80%, 90% of that, but the 10% that resonates with you might really make a difference in terms of either your academic goals, professional goals, or personal goals on whatever B school campus you join. So if you feel that some of the advice is not relevant for you, I'm with you there. I get that. But still, stick around. The second aspect is of contrarian advice. Now, this is just one point of view, and I believe it's a safe one. I mean, if you follow these pieces of advice, it's hard to go wrong, unless, of course, it's absolutely not meant for you. Now, there's so many graduates from this college. You will hear contrarian views. I am telling you from how I have led my life and what I've discussed with few of my friends. You will hear contrarian advice, and I would say ignore mine, ignore theirs, create an amalgamation of everything that you hear, and then follow the advice that aligns with your goals, willingness, and capability. The third thing would be essentially about my own biases, which is that on I overemphasize on academics, and much of what I say might resonate more with those seeking careers in consulting and finance. So while it is pertinent to other areas also, but if you feel that something does not really click, I'm going upfront that that's possible. And obviously, these are my own personal views and should not be associated with any other individual or organization in any manner whatsoever. Now, just to talk a little bit about why I came about to make these videos. So when I entered campus 2018, one of my seniors told me that this place is a lot like Hogwarts, but you can just call them like the red walls of Hogwarts. And what he meant by that was not that there is something particularly magical, but more so because he was relating to this one dialogue, which is that help will be provided to those who ask for it. And I believe that in a B-school environment, that's very true. There is always help available, but one really needs to seek that out. But sometimes, because of our own inhibitions, we don't do that. And what happens is the advice ends up being a little too late and a little too little. And that doesn't really help anyone, because in your 2 years in a B school, you cannot catch up, right? You have to get a lot of things right up front because everything flows from there. So that's one of the motivations, that maybe people can hear things a little early and maybe in a higher amount of quantity. Why this matters is because I feel that all of our backgrounds are different. And when you're hit with the same kind of environment, it leads to asymmetric stress levels. This asymmetric stress levels essentially leads to an asymmetric preparation while you're on campus, which finally leads to asymmetric access to opportunities. And opportunities are really one big thing, right, while we are on campus. And if the opportunities end up being asymmetric, then it just leaves one with a feeling of, why did this even happen in the first place? So I would not want that for anyone to happen, that they feel at the end of their 2 years that they could not grab hold of a lot of opportunities which others in their batch could, simply because of lack of knowledge, which could have prevented their stress levels from being asymmetric and everything that follows from that. So this is just to in some ways create a level playing field. And the third thing is that I have been very lucky that I've had friends and family who have graduated from IIM earlier, and they have been there for me in giving me every smallest piece of advice on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly basis. And I believe that not all of us share that kind of a background. So for people who don't share that background, that should not be a factor which clouds their abilities from coming out truly. So it's just my way of giving back what I've received from others. So in a nutshell, I mean, IIM Ahmedabad, or any B school for that matter, is a once of a lifetime kind of a journey. And it's competitive. It is very competitive, but a basic rule for fair competition is that there should not be information asymmetry, and my that's my biggest intent, the foremost intent with these videos, that let's reduce some of the information asymmetry. It cannot be reduced entirely, but we can definitely make an attempt to reduce it to a significant extent. And I'll just say this, that even after hearing this, everyone is free to make their different choices. But this one point which I keep harping on over and over again is that let's really be, and that's why I highlight this word free, right? Let's be free to make our choices. Let's not make constrained choices. That lack of guidance should not make those choices for any individual. So that's the key idea. Now, in terms of all the videos that will follow, they are broadly these items as of upload of this particular video, which is I talk about priorities and choices and how they shape someone's B school journey, 3 activities to pursue before starting your MBA journey, academics, few points about clubs and competitions, relationships on campus, the consult selection and preparation process, given that was something I was involved with on campus, and then just surviving term one. This might be more niche to IIM Ahmedabad, where term one is seen like a absolutely different experience in terms of stress level and time management. So, but yeah, I think these are useful tips for anyone. I will obviously, some of this will be colored by my experiences, both as an individual who had a particular course of activities in Ahmedabad and the fact that I was in Ahmedabad. But I would encourage anyone who's going on his MBA journey, his or her MBA journey, to actually look at these videos and maybe get to know something which they didn't before they started the video. So I'll just end this video with few pointers. Uh, Check out other case interview preparation videos on this channel. I will, in the hope that this video stays on for some time, I might upload some resources or updates or clarifications in the video description. So do check them out if you're checking this video out on a later date. This is the first video of the series. If you advise anyone to watch this, ask them to watch from this video, because this is where the disclaimer, the motivation all is. all the other videos, I will rather focus just on the meat of the matter. Uh, Keep revisiting some of these ideas that you will see at critical junctures of your journey. I mean, that's going to be critical because you will forget. You might, we all need reminders of some pieces of advice. So it might be a good idea to revisit some of these in your journey. Note them down so that you don't have to go through the video all over again, and maybe you're sorted then. Share this with others who you think might benefit from these videos. I mean, share it with your batchmates, share it with friends that you feel might benefit from this. Just leave, and finally leave a comment if you want me to add a video on a specific topic, or even better, if you feel that the videos have helped you in any way, then just let me know either here or on any other platform. So take care, best of luck, and just stay curious. Thank you.